Hello everyone, welcome to Shanta Lakshmi IAS Academy. So in this video, now we are going to discuss about the environment current affairs related to the August 2023 month. So our first topic is flying fox bats. So why this is in news? Because recently a study was conducted by Center for Ecological Sciences in the Indian Institute of Science and Wildlife Institute of India. These both institutes conducted the study on these flying fox bats, and what they found? They found that these flying fox bats spend around 5% of their day roasting time being environmentally vigilant, which is a alarming concern. Why? Because these are generally nocturnal species, right? It means they are active in the night. And what this institute has found, that in spite of its nocturnal nature, these birds are spending their 5% of its roosting. Roosting means their settling time in daytime, watching out the environmental or human threats. It is an alarming concern. So what we need to study here about this flying fox bats. These are also known as the fruit eating bats. This belongs to the mega bats family. That means large bats. These flying fox bats live in South Asia, Southeast Asia, Australia and also Indian Peninsula. Its IUCN status is least concern. And one more important fact is that these flying fox bats are keystone species. So what is this keystone species means? These keystone species are most important for our ecology. This keystone species only determines the health of the ecology. If this keystone species health is okay or is abundant, it also tells us this below the ecology in which it is surviving, it is also abundant or healthy environment. This keystone species loss also impact the other species of that ecological area. So this is all about the flying fox bats. And our next topic is Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. So why this is in news? Because recently the Madras High Court has directed the central government to release funds to relocate all the 495 residents of which village? This Tengu Marahada village of Tamil Nadu. Why? Because this village falls within the protected area of this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. So the Madras High Court has ordered the central government to relocate these 495 residents of this village to the other area and also release funds for the relocation. And here we need to know about this Tengu Marahada village. This village was formed in 1948 through state action by leasing 100 acres of the part of this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve for collective farming. And in 1961, this area was increased to 500 acres. Now, this Tengu Marahada village was becoming a disturbance for what? The wildlife species of this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve, because it is blocking the crucial migratory track of the tigers. and it is not only the disturbance for wildlife species but also for the residents. These residents of this village are also living in fear because of the human animal conflict. This is about this Tengumarahada village. But now we need to know about this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve regarding the exam point of view. So where is this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve? It is located in the Tamil Nadu. Here it is. It is also the part of this Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. And it forms the boundary with Bandipur National Park and also forms the boundary with Karnataka and Kerala. One more important fact is that Mayor River drains this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve, and this reserve divides the Bandipur National Park and the Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. And this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve is a place of elephant grasses, which means tall grasses. So this is about this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. Here one more important fact is that we need to know about this Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve also. It is a Mudumalai Tiger Reserve is a part of protected area of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. So what are the other? That is the Mukurthi National Park of Tamil Nadu and Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve of Tamil Nadu, Silent Valley National Park of Kerala and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary of Kerala and Karnataka Nagarhole National Park and Bandipur National Park. These all forms the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserves. And our next topic is Bagjan blowout. In the year 2020, there was a gas leak in Assam state in the area of Bagjan in the Tinsukia district from a natural oil gas company limited of Assam, and that impacted many lives. So regarding that, NGT National Green Tribunal has formed a committee known as KP Batake Committee. To study the impact, how much impact has caused this Bagjan gas leak, and it found that it has impacted many victims and also the Dibru-Saikhowa National Park. The committee has said that it also impacted the wildlife species of this Dibru-Saikhowa National Park because it is located in the Tinsukia district nearer to this gas leak. So that's why this is in news. And now we need to study about this Dibru-Saikhowa National Park. Where it is located? It is located in the Tinsukia district of Assam state. And coming to its features, it has mixed semi-evergreen, mixed moist deciduous forest, and it is situated on the south bank of the Brahmaputra river. And one more interesting fact is that it is a home to these feral horses also. So this is about this Dibru-Saikhowa National Park, and also due to this gas leak, the Maguri Motapang wetland, which is situated near to this Dibru-Saikhowa, has also impacted. And what are the other national parks of this Assam? Kaziranga National Park, Nameri National Park, Orang National Park and Manas National Park. This is about this Dibru-Saikhowa National Park. And coming to the next topic, that is debt for nature swap deal. So why this is in news? Recently this country, Gabon, has announced a $500 million debt for nature swap deal for marine conservation. So what is this debt for nature swap? Anthropocene era and the climate change era, the climate change is impacting everyone irrespective of rich, poor, developing and developed countries. Here the developed countries has the resources and the budget to mitigate the effects of this climate change by investing in green technologies. But coming to the developing economies, they are heavily indebted. Coming to the developing and low middle income countries, they are heavily indebted and they neither have the resources nor the budget to invest in the clean technologies, and they are the most impacted by this climate change. So in order to address that issue, this debt for nature swap deal has come in. What is this? It is an agreement between creditor and debtor, where the creditor will forego some of this debtor's loan or provides relief to this debtor loan or foreign debt, but what? In the condition of this debtor has to commit to invest in the green technologies or environment protection. So this is about the debt for nature swap deal. In this context only, this Gabon has announced this $500 million debt for nature swap deal with the American banks. And this is the world's second largest debt for nature swap deal. So what is the first one? The first one is Ecuador. Ecuador was the first country to announce this debt for nature swap deal with an amount of $1.6 billion for the protection of Galapagos Island. Galapagos Archipelago. So this is about this debt for nature swap deal. And that's all for the video. Thank you.